This is Gary Butterfield.
This is Cole Ross.
This is Monster, my podcast.
And this is Ghatanathoa.
There's a monster in my podcast.
Yeah, this guy's pretty good.
Love this.
I don't
physically
remember Out of the Aeons at all, like the story this is from. Like it's a collaboration, but I don't remember anything that happens in Out of the Aeons.
Yeah.
Out of the
The actual like excerpt here feels pretty boilerplate for Lovecraft.
Really
gotta say,
like
partially squamous and partly rugose. Like, okay, buddy,
okay.
Semi-amorphous plastic. Like, come on, man. Like,
yeah, but nothing I could say. Even a Dumbrat the Loathsome, Unholy, Non-Human, Extragalactic. Yeah, okay.
What in the world does Adambrate mean?
I don't know. Probably describe. Nothing I could say could adumbrate the Loathsome. I'm sure it's described just from context. It's just, Lovecraft and his fucking Anglophile $40 word or whatever.
Adumbrate, verb, report or represent in outline. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You
know what? That's probably why the people who made this book and tried to stat block this have this emphasis on its outline.
Yes. Oh,
so like that, because that's a big part of this is that it has a specific outline, and they just did that from Lovecraft fucking, like masturbating to a thesaurus while being ashamed of it. Like, it's weird. God bless you. This weekend is the HP Lovecraft Film Festival thing, and there are breakout sessions.
Okay.
And if I want, I could go listen to, and I might do it on one of the nights. I'd have to skip one of the film blocks I wanted to see, but I could go to a bar and drink scotch and listen to Scott Clancy tell stories, the Delta Green guy.
Oh, yeah?
Is just going to tell stories. Yeah, I'm thinking about it. I can also go have lunch at Food Carts with Vincent Price's daughter. Which is very, like, the whole thing. When I was talking about the way that the vasectomy video, like, put the scales for my eyes in terms of, just I knew things were incredibly sexist, but I just, was a really good example of how sexist things were. Uh-huh. The description for the film fest for Vincent Price's daughter is amazing because it's a paragraph that is 90% about Vincent Price and then ends with, like, and his daughter is here. It's like, do you think they're going to catfish people with, like, fucking he's gonna Dexter Ward into Vincent Price's daughter or something?
I'm really confused. Is he dead or not?
Vincent Price? Oh yeah.
No, he's dead as fuck. It's a lot.
Yeah, he's very dead. If you want to get your
my son Jody Price,
the grandson Jody. One of my favorite like C plots of a Simpsons ever. Like, but yeah, so I go do that, and like Will is like, yeah, go have lunch with Vincent Price's daughter because I want to hear the story. And I'm like, yeah, but it's going to be at a Food Carts, and it's going to be me just kind of jockeying for position closer to Vincent Price's daughter, while a bunch of other like weirdos are doing that.
Yeah,
and it feels like the whole thing feels maybe too awkward for my mind space right now. So
yeah, a little bit. It's one of those things where like nothing that happens in it will be interesting, but the fact that it happened would be.
So what happens, and it might be interesting because of the other people there, but it'll be interesting because of like big time squirm appeal.
Yeah.
And I just don't know if I'm strong enough for that right at the moment. So I have to decide.
Yeah.
Anyway,
this is a big old plastic squid monster kind of guy. Has a definitive outline to it, at least as it's describing here. Lives in a sunken burrowed like volcano that will rise when Relea does.
There are sacrifices that are thrown into it. So all pretty standard. Yep. He's the lord of the volcano. But the cool thing is there's the curse.
There's the curse of Ghatanathoa, which is legitimately horrifying.
Yeah, it's wonderful. Because you don't have to, he doesn't do it to you.
No.
It's if you're in visual proximity of the perfect image of him. So if you can adumbrate him, if you can see this outline, you start solidifying into like basically being made of leather.
And the way that I conceptualize this is it's almost like being mummified alive.
Yeah.
Except everything that keeps you alive, your brain and your viscera or wherever, is protected from this. You're unable to move. You're just trapped in this mummified body. Yeah.
And that's it for you. There's no coming back from this. They can't like throw you in water like one of those little dinosaur pills. Like you're just like this is you now. You are your skin and just your skin turning to leather while you're still wearing it. That's so good and creepy.
Yeah.
And then you just slowly go insane because you're trapped in this thing. It doesn't keep you alive forever. You haven't been statued.
Right.
Like you'll still just die of like dehydration, presumably.
Yeah, only the destruction of the brain can end the victim's suffering.
Oh, okay. So I guess it does keep you alive.
Yes.
But it's kind of weird though, because it doesn't say that specifically. Like it doesn't say that, your like needs are being met or whatever.
Right. The blind numb victim loses 1d6 sanity points per day until reaching permanent madness or the forgiving release of death.
Yeah. So you want to destroy one of these things' brains if you see one.
Right. It's an act of mercy.
But it's a cool take on like the statue garden. Mm-hmm. Because it starts happening like basically just in a few minutes. So you see Ghatanathoa, and that's it for you. It's unfortunate you had a good run. And you have a couple of minutes. So this isn't going to be like a bunch of people holding their hands in front of their faces.
No.
Anything like that. This is people going about their day. Like a couple of minutes. Like that's really cool. Like, you don't even have to add this god to your campaign. You go by an opening where he could be as you're exploring the volcano temple or whatever. And then you're trying to get this idol or amulet or whatever. And when you get there, there's a bunch of investigators who are all in just positions of doing it, like trapped. And then, you get close enough and you can hear that one of them is still breathing. Like they're ancient. They're wearing clothes that are like out of date. From like 100 years beforehand, and then you can hear one breathing. Like super good.
Yeah.
Like just really, really creepy and awesome.
I hate this. It's too good to make jokes about.
Yeah, no. I mean, we did all the jokes in the beginning part of the episode, but like it's a really good hook. So take it, keepers.
Brought to you by our backers at patreon.com/duckfeed.tv.